Thanksgiving, I had this little boy that lives one street over. I'm walking home. I'm in pajamas, basically in a sweater. Can't get no more I'm not a hoe than that, okay? So I walk out down the street. This little boy out of nowhere is following me on a bike. I'm like, what is this kid for? So I didn't want to be rude because I have kids. And I'm like, can I help you? Like, you all right? He's like, ma'am, I have a question. And I knew it was coming. And I said, what's your question, sweetie? He goes, how much monies would you cost me to let me suck my ding? And I'm like, where's your mother?
Okay, miss, where you from and how old are you?
I'm 37, and I'm from originally Palm Beach County, Florida.
Palm Beach.
Yes.
Wow. Nice. What made you decide to come down to Broward?
My child's father. I got into a relationship, and we ended up having a baby. So I moved to Coconut Creek, and then I moved further into Pompano as she got older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So roughly how long you been down here in Pompano area?
Pompano, I'd say almost 15 years.
Oh, quite a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Okay. Miss, how you feeling today?
I'm good.
Feeling
I'm doing
good?
better than normal days.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Miss, tell us a little bit about your upbringing. How was your life growing up as a kid with your parents?
I didn't have a bad childhood. I mean, we didn't have what we wanted, but we had what we needed. I grew up in a trailer park. I dropped out of school at 15 to help my mom take care of my stepdad and my brother and sister because he ended up being blind and disabled. We fought through that for years. I turned 15. I started getting independent, being my own little bad child, of course. So I moved out because I was working a full-time job anyway. So I dropped out of school before that, and now I'm working a full-time job. Next step, move out of the house. And I basically took care of myself the rest of my life after that. And my mom always tells me one thing whenever I talk to her. She's like, one thing I don't have to worry about is you, because you definitely know how to take care of yourself, because I had to learn on my own.
How was your relationship with your mom growing up as a child?
She was more like a best friend. Like it was, first she was my mom, but then once I got into like teenagers, I'd be like 13. It was more like, it was my friend. We didn't, once I turned 16, I was telling her stories, she was telling me stories. So I was her cover story when she was doing her little dirt on the side, and I was her little cover story for stepdad and when she was late. So, you know, I became her best friend. But then I grew up, had kids, and my mom ended up getting with a relationship that I didn't like, and I stopped talking to her for years because of him. But that was because I loved her and respected her enough that she needed to be happy too. So, but now he's gone because he was very hands-on, I guess you could say. And she finally dropped him, and thank God she's not dealing with that anymore. So slowly we're getting there.
So there was some infidelity going on.
Yeah, with her and my stepdad.
Wow.
And I was the cover story, and I didn't like it, but my stepdad knew anyway. And that's kind of where I get my relationships from, because my stepdad loved my mom before they were even together. Like, he used to tell us stories, and then on top of that, he left her. Even when she left him, he still would hunt her down, go make sure she's okay. They lived in the same area. Right. So he always checked up on her till the day he died. And I feel horrible because he actually had a heart attack by himself and passed away. But he was an alcoholic, and that's another reason I don't drink.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And long story there, a different day. But
okay.
It was definitely.
So you think he sort of had a broken heart, sort of?
Yeah, he definitely did. But he still loved her, and I wanted to be with her. Right. And that's what I kind of like look for in a relationship. Like, my mom did him so wrong and did everything to like get him away from her. I mean, he was with her when they were thick and thin. Like, I'm not his legal child. I'm his stepdaughter.
Right.
And he used to tell me all the time, I don't care if you're my daughter or not, you're mine. I respected him more.
Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he was a very good guy.
Wow.
So my son's name's after him, so.
Okay. Sorry to hear that he passed away. Though.
It's okay.
What type of relationship did you have with your biological dad?
I didn't see him. When I did see him, it was in and out. My mom related to him as a sperm donor, and I kind of did too. And it kind of is heartbroken though, because like I have two other sisters that I got really close with. I still contact them on Facebook, They live in Indianapolis,
Mm-hmm.
but we were all close, and then they ripped us apart, and we just turned around and at least we connected on Facebook. Like when I see my sister, I immediately email her. I'm the oldest child out of every child in my family, cousins, nieces, nephews, and all. So it's really hard being the oldest, and then everyone in my family moving, dying, passing away. Like I've lost a lot of people, and that's what a lot of people don't see on the outside is I have a lot going on in my home life, and I have to put it to the side because my life is a mixture of lives, and that's how I try to tell people. When you do what you do on streets, or you do what you do in general, depending on what it is, people call people fake and not real anymore, but who really isn't fake? Because when you do anything on the streets, think about it. Like, you have to be a person with this person, a person with that person. You can't let this one know about that one. You can't let this John know about that. Like, it's so much, and then they want to be your boyfriend, or they want to take you home, or they want to help you in other ways, and then you have sugar daddies, of course. So it's like everything in your life, and then you have your life, your kids, your family, your inside, that you got to be different with too and faking. So who really is real anymore? Because sooner or later, like I told my mom, I lost me years ago. And I'm slowly getting back to knowing who I am, but you have to fight to get that back. Like, because you lose you in the process of trying to be all these different personalities and individuals for other people.
Right.
And people are like, probably like, oh, you're insane. Like, no, realistically, sober 100% right now. You need to realize that you are a million people in your head at once. So even though you're going through what you're going through, you have different things. It's like being a schizophrenic, honestly. But you're not.
Right.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
But you got to bounce out pros, cons, and you got to drop some people and let go of some things. And then you might lose some people that really have good intentions for you because you're trying to get as quick as you can to get back to that habit or to get back to that other life when you're about to lose something that could benefit you for the rest of your life.
And still preserve yourself in the process.
And still preserve yourself in the process.
Wow.
It's hard.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 5 altogether. I have me, I'm the oldest, my sister and brother on my mom's side, my 2 sisters, and I have a baby brother on my dad's side. I don't know. But my 2 sisters and 2 brothers, like my siblings on each side are the same exact ages. It's kind of weird.
Wow. Wow.
So my dad basically cheated on my mom, had a kid of his own. My mom had a kid, and then he did, like, it was weird how it worked out. And I'm like, okay. So, but my siblings are doing really good that I know of.
Do you still have a good relationship with them right now, currently?
No, I don't talk to really any of my siblings, but I do try to keep in touch with my sister on my mom's side. She's my little crazy Irish one, but she was a female. I'm sorry, I should say he, because he has had the transform form of being a male now.
Okay.
But we kind of always knew he was going to be gay growing up because at 3 years old he said, I'm Billy, I'm a truck driver, and like he would literally play with trucks this and that his whole life and rip off heads of Barbie dolls. And he had a boyfriend for like one day, and it was like I guess the boyfriend ripped out his penis and he was shooting, ew, and like took off. And what is that? That's never going in me. And I was like, oh Jesus. So, but I love him for a year. So he went from Crystal to Christopher, which is actually her dad's name, which is my stepdad. So just spelled differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a fairly good relationship with some of them right now?
Yeah,
right?
some people in my family, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been married before?
No, I've been engaged a couple of times. My longest relationships with my daughter's father for 5 years. He actually is a friend of mine now. I look up to him because he's younger than me, but we were really bad. And he got really cleaned up and owned business, and he's doing really good now. And his wife is a wonderful person, and they both work with rehabs and rehabilitation things, and I really look up to them for it. And my oldest daughter is with him. And then my other relationship that lasted longest was the one here, and that's my 2 kids' father. And he taught me not to let men put their hands on me. We were together for 5 years, 3 years. He beat me, and I was pregnant once. And I literally stopped dating him and got with the fiance I'm with now, who is unfortunately incarcerated, but hopefully he'll be home soon. But he taught me, I've been with him almost 3 years, that I'm worth more than what I thought I was. Because I always am putting myself down and everything. And he's like, shut up, stop telling yourself that. Like, you're not that person. You could be better. And he motivated me to go to rehab twice. And like, we've been through a lot together. 3 years actually feels like 10. But that's what happens when you live on the streets. Like, it was the first relationship I was in where he ran with me, getting away from police because I had a warrant a few years ago. And he stuck by my side, and that's why I'm trying to stick by his right now, because it's kind of hard. And when you have by yourself out here, it's even harder.
I can imagine.
And so it's like I got my kids, my family, like I said, that personality thing. So you just gotta be strong, have faith in God. That's a lot of what you have to do out here.
Right. How many kids do you have altogether?
I have 5 altogether.
5. Okay.
I have 3 girls and 2 boys. So, but I've had 8 children from 21 to now. I'm 37. So, but I've done a couple adoptions. So I don't believe in abortion.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very strong on that. Even though I was going through what I was going through, I'd rather give somebody a child that can't have a child and bless them like that than go and kill a child that's innocent and has no reason to be dead because you messed up. So.
And are they no contact?
No,
Or-
all my kids are no contact. I have what they called terminate rights terminated.
Yeah.
But my mother-in-law has 3 of my children who I do try to help and take care of as much as I can.
Right.
I do see them, talk to them, but the only stipulation was I was clean. I have to be sober to be around my children. If I'm high or anything like that, she will immediately revoke anything agreed. My one child is a little over a year old. She is with her aunt, and that's one of the reasons I'm fighting to stay sober right now, because I have a heart condition and I do have a lot of health issues, and I want to be able to be, at least if anything happens to my kids, to say I was sober when I tried, and like I'm trying. So.
Okay. Okay. So you try to keep a good relationship
Yeah.
with them, really. Okay. Miss, what's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink.
Pink. It's such a girly color, but my
Yeah.
favorite color is pink. If it would be number 2, it'd be black. So.
It's a nice color.
Yes.
Pretty color. Any favorite TV shows, past or present?
Ooh, growing up, I liked The Simpsons. I ain't gonna lie, I was a Simpson Bart baby to the
I do
fullest.
too.
Have it in my baby book. Now, actually, I like watching different things. I watch a lot of History Channel, National Geographic. I mean, you would never think I would be the person to watch all this. I'm really interested in like how things work and all that. So, Discovery, like I said, National Geographic, History, all that's my favorite. But I really like Mystery at the Museum the best right now, because it's like it shows you like in past things and like all these things that are like under the sea and everything like that. And
Yes.
you can find a history on it,
Right.
and so it's like really interesting to learn. So that's what
Yeah.
I got going on.
Yeah.
Funny shows, y'all already know Wild 'N Out is the funniest shit in the world, so I gotta watch that. That is a definite must. I
Nick
do
Cannon,
smoke weed
right?
once in a while.
Yeah.
Nah, DC Young Fly funny as hell.
Oh,
So, but we do watch it for everybody. But DC Young Fly is our favorite. Our house will like put on it and like let it go on YouTube for like 8 hours.
Right.
So,
You watch a lot of that?
and we watch a little bit too much
Okay.
maybe. But
Okay.
when you're trying to stay sober and do the right thing, like smoking weed right now is my thing. I do smoke weed. But I get the munchies, hungry, happy, sleepy. Like Cat Williams said, you gotta be just chill. You can't be doing everything nowadays like it used to, because now it's just getting worse. Society's getting worse. Kids are getting worse. Told you I was gonna tell you a funny story. Thanksgiving, I had this little boy that lives one street over. I'm walking home. I'm in pajamas, basically, and a sweater. Can't get no more I'm not a hoe than that, okay? So I walk out down the street. This little boy out of nowhere is following me on a bike. I'm like, what is this kid for? So I didn't want to be rude because I have kids. And I'm like, oh, can I help you? Like, you all right? He's like, ma'am, I have a question. And I knew it was coming. And I said, what's your question, sweetie? He goes, how much monies would you cost me to let me suck my thing? And I'm like, where's your mother? And I knew his uncle. So I said, Betty, yeah, I know your uncle. Where's your uncle? No, don't tell my uncle. And he like the society now, these kids are growing up being rude as hell and asking these questions. And it's like, when are you guys gonna like realize like you can't judge everybody by their cover? Some people may be this way, but not everybody is. Just because somebody dresses a certain way doesn't mean they're that type of person, because a lot of times they dress for their husbands that way, or they just want to feel good, or you never know why somebody is the way they are or what they're doing.
Right.
And everybody's quick to judge, but nobody wants nobody to judge them.
Right.
So that's the worst thing in society right now.
Now, you spoke briefly, you said that you smoke marijuana.
I do.
Do you have any other drugs?
I used to be very big on Flakka and crack, I'm not gonna lie. Crack I've been clean for 3 years. Flakka just recently, for the past few months. It's hard. It's hard to get off of it, and you still have like relapses.
Congratulations.
And it's hard. You have to put certain things down to pick certain things up.
Right.
Like to pick you up, you have to put down them habits. To put yourself first and your children first. Because as I said to this one girl yesterday, she was crying about her child, and I said, "You're being selfish." How am I being selfish? Because if you cared about and love that child, you would let that child be somewhere where it is safe and it is taken care of and it is not around drugs, this, that, and another thing, and you're being stupid. And she was like fighting me over it. And I said, well, you have to be very unselfish right now, and you need to do that for her. So that way you can pick yourself up in the end and be there. Like my boyfriend's sister said it best. I have to let my kids go and work on me because I need them.
Right.
And for them needing me, I need to be there for me.
Right.
So if I'm not there for me, I can't be there for them.